God. Ask God.
Hi Scott, my name's Robert. I'm actually from the UK. I've discovered your podcast a few days ago and I find it absolutely amazing. And I've already kind of been through 18, 19 of your podcasts already. Thank you for all your information. I do have one question about asking our suppliers questions. One of the questions that you've suggested that we ask was, how much would it cost us to deliver by air to the US? As I'm based in the UK, I don't actually have a US address. So how should I go about this question then? Again, thanks for your help and all your amazing work. And we just look forward to getting more. Thank you.
Hey, Robert, thank you so much for the question all the way from the UK. Love it. I love the accent. You guys all know I love the British accent. Very, very cool. All right. So, this is a great question. Now, the one thing that I would say is if you are in the UK and you want to sell in the US, okay, the Amazon.com platform that is, okay, that channel, yes, you are going to have to ship the product most likely directly to Amazon. Okay. Now, back in episode 137, I interviewed Andy Irvine. I just mentioned him a little while ago. He actually is based in Australia. And what he does is he has an inspection, a third-party inspection company inspect that product, okay, or products that are done China side, okay, and then from there ship directly to Amazon. So this way here, you don't have to have an address in the US necessarily, because the other way you could do it, and I've known people that have done it this way, is they'll hire someone in the States to have it shipped to, they'll inspect it there, and then they'll ship it into Amazon. I would rather probably just pay the inspection company China side, and then from there directly ship it into Amazon. Now, you're probably going to ask yourself, okay, Scott, well, what inspection company? The one that I've heard really good things about is Top Win Inspections, or inspection.com. So www.topwininspection.com. And I haven't used them personally. I may be using them because I've had a couple of things happen here recently that made me think I probably should. So it's topwininspection.com. I have no affiliation with them. I don't receive a commission or anything like that from those guys, but I've heard good things from my podcast listeners, but also from my students inside of the private label classroom. So just wanted to throw that out there to you. I would probably go with a third-party inspection company. I've heard they're between $250, probably $400, depending on the level of inspection. I mean, they will go through every single box if you want and look at every single package. They'll point everything out that they feel is flawed. And then from there, you could take it up with your manufacturer. One other little caveat here is that when you do that, and again, I don't know this from personal experience, but I do know others that have said this. What it does at that level, when you do that, is your manufacturer understands that you're having it inspected. They may take and spend a little bit more time and a little bit more care with your shipment because they know that it possibly will be getting inspected. So it's not a bad deal to do that. So I would definitely recommend doing that, especially if you are, in a international, or if you're an international seller and you didn't want to get a US address and then have it shipped there and then forward it in. That would be the easiest and simplest way to do it. So so that's what I would do. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business, so definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business, and this way here you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.